Do you love wearing dresses in the winter? Help me pick out a pattern from the 5 patterns that I'm going to show you. Hi, I'm Caroline and welcome to Sweet Pea Sewing. When I started sewing about a year ago, one of the main reasons I wanted to sew was to make dresses. I love dresses and I just really never wore them much in my job. I don't know why, but I just didn't. I couldn't find ones that fit properly. That was probably the main reason. And our office would either be freezing or hot, and it was hard to dress for that. So I didn't get the chance to wear dresses much, but now in retirement, I love making dresses. And I made quite a few in the spring and summer, wore them, I just love them. And I developed a good fit for myself. I really want to make some winter dresses that fit properly, they're the right fabric, and I can really enjoy them and not be uncomfortable in them. Now, first of all, I've got some criteria that these 5 patterns that I'm going to show you need to fall into. Let me go through those with you. First of all, they can't be snug around the waist. Don't want any snugginess around the waist. I'm sure many of you can relate to that. So if it's kind of a bit of a clingy dress made of knit material, it's going to have to be fairly loose, not form-fitting. That is criteria number 1. Criteria number 2 is it can't be a really thick, hot fabric because I run hot all the time. I'm sure it's my age, although I've been like that all my life. I've always get hot easily. And so it's got to be a fabric that isn't too overwhelming. If I'm just wearing it around home, I don't want to be breaking out into a hot sweat all the time. Many knit fabrics, which are ideal for winter garments, are made from polyester. And polyester, as we know, makes you warm, which is good in some instances and not in others. So I'd like a fabric that I can work with. Let me tell you about criteria number 3. The next criteria is it needs to be a dress that I can wear every day, not something that's really fancy. That is just what I feel comfortable in at home or just going out. It's not a dressy kind of a dress. The last criteria is that it falls below my knee, probably mid-calf. A lot of the dresses, winter dresses that I looked at were above the knee or just at the knee, but I feel more comfortable just my style and also from a warmth perspective with it falling probably mid-calf. So let's have a look at the 5 patterns that I've chosen. Now, first of all, before I get started, I am currently working on a Style Arc Hope Dress winter version, and I'm using this lovely cotton flannel. Pattern matching, whatever, we'll see how it turns out. But I think it will look lovely in this basic Style Arc pattern, the original pattern. There is an extension pack, which I also have, and I love the extension pack. It's got some fabulous different bodices from the basic pattern, and I'm going to try those at some point. But right now I'm working on this winter Hope version, and we'll see how that goes. Let's get into the 5 patterns that I'm looking at, and let me know if you've made them. Did you make them for summer or winter or any time of the year? Did you like making them? The pros and cons? I'd love to hear about that in the comment. Okay, pattern number 1. So pattern number 1 is Tilly and the Buttons Billy sweater and dress. This came out, oh, I think it's been out for a while now actually. Hugely popular. And what I would do is, the model's wearing it above her knee, but I have found a version where somebody made it in the most beautiful fabric below their knee, which is about the length. It does make it quite lengthy, and it makes it kind of cocoony. But I think if I made it in a fabric like this lighter knit, I love this gray, I think it would look really nice in it, with the black ribbing around the bottom and around the cuffs. I think it would just be a great dress to wear at home or just go out in, and I think it would be warm but not overly warm, and it would look really good with leggings, tights, boots. What do you normally wear with your dresses? Do you normally wear tights, or do you wear leggings, or what is your preference? And what kind of boots do you wear? Do you wear calf height boots? Do you wear short? Do you wear all the different kinds? I'd really like to hear that, because this is new territory for me, but I'm gonna have fun with it. So that is pattern number 1 that I'm considering, is Tilly and the Buttons, the Billy sweatshirt and dress. On to pattern number 2. Now this next pattern, you wouldn't think of it as a classic winter dress, I don't think. There's lots of versions. It's the Megan Nielsen Darling Ranges dress. Again, hugely popular, and it's got lots of sleeve options, so you can make it shorter, longer, and therefore it would really be fine for wearing it in the spring, summer, autumn, and winter, year-round kind of dress. I definitely want to make my version of a winter one, which would be the longer sleeves. I love the tie back feature in it. And the model is wearing it above her knees. Both, I actually love both of the versions, but I think the button down placket is the one that I would go for. Although the one that's just without the placket, I really like that version too. But I, again, would extend it to mid-calf. And I have this gorgeous 100% cotton from Blackbird Fabrics. And again, it's lighter, so I would have to layer it. And honestly, I think a slip might be the way to go, or a cami and a half slip if it's really, really cold. But I think for me, and the way that I run so hot, I think I can get away with just wearing it, and I think some leggings or tights. Now, what kind of color tights or leggings would you wear with this? Black? I think that might look, I don't know. I'd love your opinion. If it's long, if it's mid-calf, I think I probably could get away with black, or actually gray. Gray would be a good option with the blue, wouldn't it? Gray and blue go well together. I'll have to look and see if I can find some gray leggings or gray tights, because that would look really nice. Maybe with some cute black ankle boots. But that's my second pattern idea for a winter dress. And it does have a fairly open V-neck on it. But you know, just a lovely light infinity scarf, I think, or a snood. I want to make some snoods. I didn't realize they were called snoods. They look great, and there are a number of patterns I've seen online just for fabric ones. You can make them, of course, knit ones, but you can make fabric ones as well, just stretchy, and you pull them over your head. So maybe one of those in a very light material could look really good with this, or just a scarf. On to pattern number 3. So pattern number 3 is really a new one to me. I'd never seen this dress, and it's the Thea dress by Sew Over It. And it's a knit dress, and they recommend a lighter knit, but not something so light that it really sticks to you, because that's always a problem. But this is such a beautiful classic dress, and it fits all my criteria, because if I make it in a light enough knit, it's not too hot, it isn't clingy around the waist. And the model's wearing it with tights and little ankle boots, which look adorable. And she's made it just below her knees, which I think actually would probably be fine for me. And it looks like a really simple make, probably 3 or 4 pattern pieces. So if you've made this one, let me know, because I had not come across this pattern. It looks like such an easy sew. Now, just pulling out of my stash, because I'm really trying to stick to my stash. I have a lot in just a year, and I really need to use more of my stash up. This is polyester, as I say, so many knits are, but it is fairly light. It's not see-through, but you know, it isn't thick. And I love the pattern on it. I think it would look really great in this dress. And it just would be such an easy thing to throw on, but if you're wearing tights and cute little boots, you could wear it out quite easily. So I think it would really do double duty for a at-home dress, just comfy and cozy, or going out. But a really nice winter option. Let's get to the next pattern. This next pattern is definitely something that I've never considered before. I've seen lots of them, but I thought, is that for me? But when I saw this one, I thought, I might try it. It's So Liberated's Petra pinafore pattern. And the reason that I like it, I think with pinafores you immediately think maybe summer. Actually, no, I shouldn't say that, because I've seen lots of pinafores. Tilly and the Buttons I know has one, and they layer beautifully with a turtleneck. That would be a look that definitely would be wintry. Now, the reason that I love the Petra, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, is it's just got a little bit more detail around the bodice, the top of the bodice. A bit of gathering that makes it a little bit different, a little bit more feminine, rather than the actual button placket down the front. And I just thought, again, I would probably lengthen it a little bit, but I had this gorgeous organic cotton in my stash, and I just love the look of it. It's just a beautiful lightweight, but warm enough, again, that I think it would make a beautiful pinafore that I could layer with either a white turtleneck or possibly the tan color here turtleneck. Same with leggings, an off-white or tan leggings. And I think it would look really nice in that. And like I say, it's out of my comfort zone, but I think it would work well as a winter dress. This final pattern is from one of my very favorite pattern companies, and that's Style Arc. The dress is a Style Arc Anais dress, and hopefully I'm saying that one right too. And it's just a simple shirt dress, really, but it's very casual. It just has the button placket and rolled sleeves, and I really like it because of the fact that it can be worn as a duster as well. And I thought, well, that would be great to be able to have it as a dress and or a duster. And so I've got this beautiful black linen in my stash that I'd like to use for it. Lovely and light and flowy. And I think it would work very well as a dress and a duster. Imagine it with a bright color underneath in the winter, a bright coral or an orangey red in a top and pants. Boy, that would be a dressed up, fabulous look for Christmas or any event, really. But you could also dress it down. Now, it fits all of my criteria. There's no tightness, it wouldn't get overly hot, all of those kind of things that worry me. So this is definitely a top contender. And I'd never heard about this pattern. I haven't seen anybody make it. So if you have made it, let me know how it turned out and whether it was overly difficult, what your thoughts on it were. Before I forget, let me tell you what I'm wearing. I just did a video on this. I made 3 blouses from Butterick 6456, and I had some shortcuts to make it an easier sew. This was the second one I made out of this beautiful viscose, and I really like the way it turned out. It's so beautiful and airy to wear. So that wraps up the 5 winter patterns that I am looking at to make a winter dress for myself. And please leave a comment as to whether you've made any of them, your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you. Also, if you could like and subscribe, that would be wonderful too. And I'll see you next time. Happy sewing. Bye-bye.